take away 2 players, add 2 players, add a second goal.
So don't face the mountain, is what you're saying.
I also believe baseball games going to extra innings should end via home run derby.
I totally agree.
1 player
Home run
each.
derby, all for it.
We're going to try to solve sports all morning. Top of the morning to you, Saturday morning. Elle Duncan and Matt Berry back together again. This show promises to be an El Clasico for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, we're going to be more friendly, I hope, than Real Madrid and Barca. We've got a live check-in from Miami on the way, as is a live check-in from the championship epicenter. Sal's palling around with the Patriots and Pat. You go back and you've got some big expectations because our Football Power Index has you winning the American, and they also have you winning favored in every single regular season game. What are the challenges with those expectations as they follow you now to South Florida?
You know, it's more just managing.
For you, Charlie, you're going to be back in Connecticut when you're probably here doing filthy things to UConn in September. And speaking of, Jerry Springer's going to get on the phone and be like, this guy could be a security guard for me. That's the one guy you
get his own show.
To you. Good luck this season. Always good talking football with you. Thanks,
Charlie.
For your insight, and we'll be following those players that we might not see. That's where the battles are.
It is.
It gives us the compelling storylines we're looking for.
We had mentioned the Patriots receive.
I'm pretty excited.
Great stuff, yeah.
We're gonna get a chance to talk with Claire before she's honored in Cooperstown about the hardest part of being a woman in the clubhouse in the 70s.
It's going to be a great conversation. The Dodgers aren't just playing baseball, by the way. They've won 37 games since June 7th. While the Giants, they're usually the gold standard in the NL West. Check the standings this morning. 32 and a half games out of first.
That ain't good.
I'm going to
Matt Berry back with you on SportsCenter. Stop me if you've heard this before. LeVar Ball creating a spectacle and stealing the focus from one of his sons. The latest episode of the Circus Chronicles commencing yesterday when LeVar, unhappy with a tech he received from a female ref, threatened to pull his AAU team mid-game if she wasn't replaced mid-game, and Adidas, the event host, actually obliged. After a second technical, subsequent ejection of Papa Ball and his refusal to accept said ejection, the game was called off. Can we now shift the spotlight back to where it should have been all along? And that's on the court.
Wait for that story tomorrow. Jim Trotter, the man who spent time with Jerry Jones with us now. You're here today with Elle tomorrow at Pat's camp. We want to talk Jera here for a minute because it's such a fascinating topic. We talked briefly about this yesterday off camera, but let's put it on camera. How misunderstood is Jerry Jones?
He's definitely he's misunderstood in this way. That's exactly where I was going. He came out even after that draft and said he regretted not taking Johnny Manziel. But he made the right.
Give me just a prime example of the flamboyant Jerry that you saw when you followed him around for 3-4 days.
Oh, just his storytelling. It wasn't anything in particular. It's just the way he tells the story. I say he's long-winded. He's long.
With Jerry is that he's never met a camera he doesn't like.
Or a mic.
Or a mic.
He knows where it is,
Loves
too, right?
him some attention. Jim, thanks.
You got it.
See you tomorrow, Patriots camp.
All right, still ahead on SportsCenter. How old is too old? We put a bow on this show. Could there be a twist? Find out coming up.
I feel like there is.
Okay, for those of you who watch this program, you know that we end each and every program with how old is too old. But I'm going to throw in a little bit of a curveball today. Instead of how old is too old, I want to ask you this because of a conversation we had off air in our show preparation area during when I was eating this morning.
Oh, okay.
How weird is too weird to eat an entire apple? Core, seeds, everything. Not the stem, but just the whole apple.
As a human and not a horse, correct?
Correct.
Extremely weird. I've never heard of that. You're eating the core of an apple. They literally make devices just to pull the core out of an apple because you're not supposed to eat it.
The core is a myth because you eat around it. Okay, so I put it out to the people on Twitter of if they thought that, like, what's your reaction to eating an entire apple?
Come through Twitter.
I don't see a problem with it. Do we have the Twitter poll? We don't have the Twitter poll. Although 76% of people said that I would die.
That's a stretch.
So guess what? That's me calling out sick on SportsCenter.